Now, is it sin to use attachment? If we add any other thing to our hair, is it a sin? Now, it still boils down to what I've been explaining. Moderacy is what is important. And you get what I'm saying? There are some things that personally I don't like. Personally. But on the strength of my growth, either in the Lord, I know that my like or dislike is not the gospel. The fact that I don't like okra soup does not mean I come up and say, if you're eating okra soup, you go to hell. No. Are you there? The issue with some people is that there are some things they naturally do not like, maybe because of their upbringing. But you see, as a minister, if you are not careful, you can begin to form doctrines from your upbringing. And you would think it's the gospel. You just find one scripture and then back it up. Are you there? Personally, I grew in those kind of places where you have to tie your head. And if you don't do it, they say that you are even like a sinner. You have to go and look for one paper to quickly cover your head. I grew around people that they don't really use these attachments. They use their natural hair. But are you there? But I did not allow that to I did that did not become my gospel, because the gospel is not your experience, is the revelation of Jesus. Are you there? So using attachment, is it a sin? It is not a sin, but it can become a sin. The moment that thing you are doing now becomes a distraction to others, that becomes a stumbling block to others. This thing I want to share with you is a sad story, but I just have to share. I watched the video. A man of God was preaching and he referred to the case, so they played the video. What happened? A pastor's wife came up to the altar. He was ministering at that point he was specifically talking to the females, and he was just checking his hair, the long, maybe Brazilian hair, I don't know, was just shaking, twisting. There's a way females twist their head softly so that you can see the texture of the hair, and then it tells them, those of you that something like that, go and do your hair, things like that. And then he was just doing something like that. So that is becoming a distraction because not everybody can afford that kind of hair. So if the attachment is now becoming a distraction to others, either if you are now using that attachment as a way of um, making others do what they should not do, then it's a sin. But the fact that you have used it does not make you a sinner. It doesn't make you a sinner. Are you there? So using attachment is like you are putting on clothes. Is it God that sewed clothes for us? Are we not the one that sewed it? If we want to go natural, then everybody should be naked. That's the natural thing. If you want to go natural, then you should not even bother to cut your hair. Your hair will just be growing and growing, and then everybody will be looking like a chimpanzee. Are you there? So using attachment is not a sin, but don't distract others with it. That should not become an object of distraction. You now have a problem when you are now depressed because you don't have money to buy attachment. You now have a problem when you now get to a point where if you don't have money to buy attachment, you feel, and then somebody says, just let's do your natural hair. Let's just plait your natural hair for you. And say, no, never. At that point, you have a problem. When you feel that, no, it's too, how can you be plaiting natural hair? When you now feel that the only thing now is to add things to your hair. Now, at that point, you have a problem. Well, as long as that does not become a distraction, as long as you don't put a very special importance to it, it's okay. Are you getting what I'm saying? These are the things we need to get so that we'll not go to the extreme. The next question. They said dreadlock is a sin, that the person that brought it up is of the world. Well, dreadlock is common to the males. You see males doing dreadlocks and things like that. So is it a sin? Dreadlock is not a sin. Is a hairstyle. Please pay attention to me. Are you there? So when you are listening to teachings, you don't begin to make conclusions until you have finished listening to it. Just follow me carefully. Dreadlock is not a sin. Are you there? When you barb your hair, barbing style is not a sin. Are you there? But you see, there are some things that we do that, though it is not a sin, but can lead to sin. Because, for example, now, for me, I don't do style. I just I just reduce my hair and that's all. Just shape it, that's all. Are you there? But the one that is not doing style, are you there? And just he just reduces his hair, he just shape it, that's all. Should not condemn the one that fades a part and the other part. Because both of them are doing the same thing. If the one that is doing style is sinning, you are also sinning because you are shaving your hair. If you don't want to sin, don't even let clipper touch that hair. Are you there? So the fact that clipper is touching it shows that you are doing the same thing the other person is doing. But at the same time, are you there? Certain things can become a distraction. There are things people can now do on their head now, and then it's looking very funny. Are you there? So if you know that going using a particular doing a particular style of hair can lead other people to sin, you don't do it. So why don't I do style? I don't do it because I know that if I start doing it, either it can lead people to sin. Not because it's a sin, but it can lead them to sin. Because now they saw that, oh, the pastor style is what one worldly musician did. And then they say, this worldly musician is always doing her pastor style. Let me even listen to his music. From there, their heart is getting polluted. So it's better not to even go there. Are you there? So there are things we will not do, not because it's a sin. And you can't expect me to come and put dreadlock on my hair now. It doesn't make sense. But that does not mean it's a sin. But I will not do it because I know that I'm not living for myself. So there are some things you will not even do when you know that you are a role model. Are you there? So that's it. Doing style, oh, this is the style I want to do. Are you there? Is not a sin. Are you there? But you must not. It must not get to the point where it is now becoming a distraction. That's it. So that we need to get things right. Otherwise, we'll be seeing others as sinners. The moment we get to that point where everybody is a sinner apart from you, there's something wrong with you. Are you there? So that's it. I will not, doing style is not a sin, but I will not do it because I know that if people will copy what I'm doing, and in their quest of doing what I'm doing, they may now end up sinning. Because if they see my style on a worldly person, they want to assume that this person can be followed. And if they try it, they go astray. So I will not even bother to start. Are you seeing the points now? But the fact that, but what makes me holy is not the hairstyle. But let us also run away from certain things that can cause distraction. Just imagine I come up and then one part of my hair is tinted red, the other one yellow, the other one blue, the other one green. That will lead to distraction. And God is not the author of confusion. So I would rather not go into that. Are you there? So that's it. The problem is some Christians feel that, oh, because they are not doing it, it means it's a sin. No, there are some things we will not do as a Christian. Are you there? And yet those things are not sinful. We are not just doing it because we know that if others follow us, in the process of doing what we are doing, they can sin. So we'll rather not go into it. Are we together? Then the last one, using of earrings. Is it a sin? Everything is tied together. Earrings is not a sin, but it can lead to distraction when you are no longer moderate with it. Are you there? That's it. When you now get to the point whereby anytime you get money, you are already thinking of the next earring to buy. We now come to your house, you almost have a store for earrings. Something is wrong at that point. Something is wrong at that point. When getting a hearing now becomes a desire, when you now become desperate, you cannot go a week without buying it. You can't go a month without buying. You want to buy the chain, you want to buy the hearing. It's now something you are desperate for. You can even steal to buy hearing, to buy chain. Something is wrong at that point. Are you there? So that's it. All these things are not really sinful. Are you there? They are not sinful. But they can lead to sin the moment they become a distraction. Are we together? Thank you.